Since visiting Matera, we jumped on another ferry and made our way to Sicily. Historically, Sicily was divided into 3 regions, and these 3 regions were represented by the 3-legged symbol which appears on the flag of Sicily.
This symbol is actually called trinacria, which is a Greek word meaning 3-pointed, and is the earliest known name of the island of Sicily, derived from its triangular shape. We decided to start exploring the island by heading to the Val di Noto, which is the southeastern third of Sicily.
There are a total of 8 cities in this part of Sicily that were all rebuilt after a serious earthquake in 1693, and together they form a UNESCO World Heritage Site. We've decided to visit 2 of them today.
Ragusa and Modica.
They're both Baroque, so they have very distinctive styles. Right now we're in Modica, and we've decided to go up the bell tower to come and have a look at the view from up here, and it's fantastic. It only cost us €1, so we'd definitely recommend doing this.
Just make sure not to be up in a full hour or half an hour, because
the bells will go off and it is deafening.
Loud.
Very, very loud.
Modica was a very important city in medieval times, and a lot of it was rebuilt after the devastating earthquake of 1693, meaning that it now boasts fine late Baroque architecture as well as a medieval old town. The town is divided into 2 parts, called Modica Alta and Modica Bassa. The walk to the upper town involves many steps and rewards with beautiful panoramas.
On the way to the old town, we came across the Duomo di San Giorgio, which is Modica Alta's cathedral and the town's most remarkable building. It is a typical example of Sicilian Baroque architecture, with an impressive tower that's 62 meters tall. Climbing upwards, we wound our way through the steep maze-like village and arrived at the Belvedere Pizzo, a good viewpoint with benches and views over the Modica valleys.
We actually recommend this over the church bell tower, as it provides a 180-degree uninterrupted panorama and is completely free. Along the street from here is another imposing church, the 19th century Chiesa di San Giovanni, with another grand staircase and extravagant facade, as well as a chocolate shop where we got a few of the famous Modica chocolate slabs. Time for the tasty part!
Modica chocolate is special because of the way it is produced, which is based on an antique Aztec recipe that was brought to the island by Spanish conquerors. The production is artisanal and is performed at a low temperature, meaning that the chocolate is very dark and that the added sugar doesn't melt, which creates this characteristic granular texture.
This chocolate is sold all over Sicily, and you'll come across all sorts of flavors, ranging from the traditional vanilla or cinnamon to the more modern chili pepper, sea salt, or even olive oil flavors.
If you love chocolate, this town is a must-visit for you.
Having filled up with chocolate, we headed to Ragusa, which is a very similar city and also has 2 distinct areas. The 2 halves are separated by a deep ravine, and from the town's public park, one can admire the beautiful hills from a big terrace.
Ragusa has 2 parts because after the big earthquake, it was decided to rebuild it on higher, more level ground nearby. However, not everyone wanted to move, and many new buildings rose on the ruins of the old town. The grandest building in the old town is a cathedral, the Duomo di San Giorgio, and it is the town's pride and joy.
Another must-see is the breathtaking view from the upper town over Ragusa Ibla, which we enjoyed from the balcony by the Santa Lucia church.
We are currently committing our first crime together. This is an illegal hike